Long ago, in the grand city of Jerusalem, there lived a prophet named Nathan. He was a man chosen by God, known not for his power or wealth, but for his wisdom and truth. Nathan served in the palace of King David, the great shepherd-turned-king, whose heart once sang for God. For many years, David had been a faithful servant of the Lord. He had fought battles, written songs, and led his people with strength. But one season, David made a terrible mistake, one that would change everything. He had taken something that wasn't his. He had hurt others because of his selfish desire. And though he tried to hide his sin, God saw everything. One night, the Lord spoke to Nathan. "Nathan," said the voice of God, deep and full of sorrow, "David has done what is wrong in my sight. Go to him and tell him the truth." Nathan's heart pounded. Speak the truth to the king? To David, the mighty ruler of Israel? That was dangerous. But Nathan knew, when God commands, you must obey. So the next morning, Nathan walked through the golden halls of the palace. His steps echoed softly against the marble floors. Guards bowed, servants whispered, but Nathan's eyes stayed fixed ahead. When he entered the throne room, King David smiled warmly. "My friend Nathan," he said, "what message do you bring today?" Nathan bowed. "My king," he said gently, "I have a story to tell." David leaned forward. He always loved stories. "There were two men in a city," Nathan began. "One was rich, and the other was poor. The rich man had many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing, only one small lamb he loved dearly. He raised it like a daughter. It ate from his table and slept in his arms." David nodded, listening closely. "One day," Nathan continued, "a traveler came to visit the rich man. But instead of taking one of his own animals to prepare a meal, the rich man took the poor man's lamb and cooked it for his guest." David's face grew red with anger. "What?" he cried. "That man deserves to be punished. How could he do such a thing? As surely as the Lord lives, he must make it right 4 times over." Nathan's voice grew steady. He looked straight into the king's eyes and said, "You are that man." The throne room fell silent. David's breath caught in his throat. "You are that man," Nathan repeated. "The Lord anointed you king, gave you victory, and blessed you greatly. Yet you took what was not yours. You have sinned before God." David's proud shoulders sank. His eyes filled with tears. He finally understood. He had sinned against God. And Nathan, his brave friend, had spoken the truth no one else dared to say. Then David whispered, "I have sinned against the Lord." And Nathan, filled with mercy, replied, "The Lord has forgiven you. You will not die. But remember this day, David, for the truth of God will always stand, and his mercy will always follow those who turn back to him." David fell to his knees and prayed with all his heart. From that moment, he sought God's forgiveness. And though the consequences of his sin were heavy, his heart was changed forever. Nathan walked out of the palace with quiet strength. He didn't need fame or praise. He had done what was right in God's eyes, and that was enough. And so, dear friends, the story of Nathan teaches us something powerful, that real courage is not in fighting battles or facing giants, but in telling the truth, even when it's hard. It means standing up for what's right, guided by love and faith, because sometimes the bravest words you can say are, "This is not right, and God wants better." If this story touched your heart, please support this channel by subscribing and hitting the like button. Your support helps us share more stories of faith, courage, and God's love with children everywhere.